A new chapter begins. The movie opens with Mercy Me at the height of their success after I Can Only Imagine. Crowds are singing their song worldwide, but Bart feels overwhelmed by fame. His wife Shannon notices he's struggling with balance between family and music. Despite the joy of success, Bart feels a new emptiness inside. He wonders if he has more to give beyond that one song. Living in the shadow of a song everywhere Bart goes, fans want to hear I Can Only Imagine. Radio hosts, churches, and arenas request it nonstop. The song is changing lives, but Bart feels trapped, like nothing else he writes will ever matter. His bandmates encourage him, but secretly, they also feel the weight of being in the band with one song. The pressure to follow up Mercy Me's record label pushes for another chart-topping single. Bart locks himself in his writing room, scribbling lyrics but tearing them apart in frustration. His son asks why he doesn't sing at home like he used to, leaving Bart shaken. For the first time, Bart questions his calling as a songwriter. A father's legacy. Bart remembers his father's transformation before he passed. That memory inspires him but also reminds him of the pain they went through. He wonders if forgiveness and healing were only meant for one chapter of his life. He longs for a new kind of peace. Struggles on the road. On tour, Bart becomes visibly exhausted. He misses family moments like birthdays and school plays. The band's unity begins to crack under the strain of expectations. Guitarist Mike wonders aloud if they're chasing success instead of serving God. Bart brushes it off but feels guilty. A letter from a fan. One night, Bart receives a letter from a young cancer patient who found hope through I Can Only Imagine. The child writes that the song gave her courage to face fear. Bart is deeply moved, realizing the song is bigger than himself. But he still wonders, can he ever write something equally meaningful? A silent struggle at home. Shannon confronts Bart about his growing distance. He admits he feels unworthy, like a fraud who wrote one good song but has nothing else to offer. She reassures him that his gift isn't just about songs, but about the heart behind them. Bart struggles to believe it. Returning to his roots, Bart visits his childhood church in Greenville, Texas. He sits quietly in the pews where he once dreamed of music. The pastor reminds him that ministry is not about performance, but about presence. Bart feels humbled, but still uncertain about how to move forward. Writing blocked in his studio, Bart stares at blank paper. His son comes in, asking why he never writes lullabies anymore. Bart strums his guitar and sings softly to his son. For the first time in months, the words flow naturally. He realizes music doesn't have to be big to be meaningful. A band at a crossroads. Mercy Me gathers to discuss their future. Some members suggest a break, while others want to push harder. Tensions rise, but Bart admits he's been lost in his own fears. The band prays together, reconnecting as brothers instead of just musicians. Inspired by pain, a close family friend passes away, reopening old grief in Bart's heart. Instead of hiding from it, he writes about it. Songs of sorrow and hope intertwined. His honesty resonates with the band, and they begin shaping a new album around authenticity. Facing the critics, the record label doubts the new songs, saying they're too raw and not radio-friendly. Bart insists that their music must be real, not just marketable. It's a bold risk, but the band chooses faith over fame. The new song. Bart finally finishes a song that pours out his soul, about walking through brokenness with faith intact. The band records it with tears in their eyes. Bart dedicates it to everyone who's still searching for healing. Testing the waters, they debut the new song at a small church concert instead of a big arena. At first, the crowd is quiet, but soon people begin crying and lifting their hands. Bart realizes that even without the spotlight, their music is changing lives. A breakthrough word spreads about the new song. It begins climbing charts, not because of marketing, but because people are sharing it from heart to heart. Bart feels relief. He doesn't have to compete with I Can Only Imagine. His new music has its own place. Reconciling with himself, Bart journals about his father, his family, and his journey. He admits he's been afraid of failure, but realizes failure isn't final. It's part of growth. He finally forgives himself for doubting his worth. A family moment. Bart performs a private concert in his living room for Shannon and their kids. They sing along, laughing together. Ram. He realizes this is what matters most, being present for the ones he loves. Fame feels smaller compared to this joy. Full circle, the band returns to a major arena where Bart once felt crushed by pressure. This time, he feels peace. He performs both I Can Only Imagine and the new song, showing that one doesn't replace the other. They're different chapters of the same story. Passing the torch, a young aspiring musician approaches Bart after the show, saying his songs gave him the courage to pursue his dream. Bart sees himself in the boy and encourages him to keep going. He realizes his story is inspiring the next generation. The final verse, the film, closes with Bart narrating that faith is not about one moment or one song, it's about a lifetime of trust. He strums his guitar as his family and bandmates gather around. The camera pans to the crowd singing together, unified by hope. The screen fades out on the message. Every song has a story. Every story has a purpose.